All right, there were a lot of big performances in week number 4 of the high school football season. Time now to take a look at those in our high school football notables as we swing around the state of Ohio and give you some of the great performances last week. Clear Fork, a school a little north of the Columbus area with a 44-42 win over River Valley. Look at those rushing numbers. 300 yards combined, 6 touchdowns in their Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference victory over their rival River Valley, 44-42. Elsewhere around the state as we continue along, this young man's getting a lot of attention as he has thrown for 355 yards and 7 different receivers and scores last week in a win for Shelby as they knocked off Pleasant 34-6. Braden DeVito having a great start to his freshman year as a high school football quarterback. Elsewhere around the state, Galleon's Gabe Ivy, unstoppable with 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, 33 carries, as Galleon knocked off Marion Harding by the score of 35-7, another game in the north central Ohio area. Moving over to the northwest part of the state, Napoleon with a big win, knocking off Northview 41-16. Some pretty big numbers in that game. Congratulations to Andrew Williams, 355 yards rushing, set a new school record held by Michael Chips, who ran for 327 just last year. As a team, Napoleon churned out 507 yards of rushing in that game in the northwest part of the state. Well, we talked about it earlier. The big upset in Division III, the defending state champs were knocked off. Chardon beaten by Riverside 21-7, snapped the Hilltoppers' 31-game winning streak. Great job defensively by Riverside against that high-powered Chardon offense. Held them to 255 yards, 98 of that coming on one play. So the Riverside defense, a big factor in that game in the victory there. How about this night by Ty Goodwin and John Mulvihill, the head coach at Blanchester, out of running backs, moves his offensive tackle to running back. He carries the ball 42 times for 286 yards and a couple of touchdowns, and then just for good measure, he threw a 41-yard touchdown pass in the win for Blanche as they knocked off, as they picked up a 30-21 victory in their game last week. So congratulations to that young man. It's amazing when you think about it. In the southern part of the state, Chillicothe and Waverly, the two cities, are separated by about maybe 10 to 15 miles of Route 23. They haven't played each other since 1935. Until last week, when Chillicothe traveled down to Pike County and hammered Waverly 42-12. The big reason why was the Cavs defense. They held a very talented running back for Waverly well below his season per game average, and they held the Tigers as a team to just 88 yards on the ground, well below their 214-yard per game average in that big win. It's hard to imagine that they haven't played since 1935. Just remarkable that those schools are that close, but yet that far away from each other as far as playing each other. And oh, by the way, that's the 9th straight win in that series by Chillicothe. Waverly has never beaten Chillicothe in high school football.